Future brides, your prayers have been answered. I have 70 sections all about different topics regarding the wedding planning process. What do you think about when you hear the phrase wedding planning? Do you think of high stress and being overwhelmed and not even knowing where to start? If that's you, this is so the course for you, and I've got your back, and that's why I created this course. I want your wedding planning process to be so much fun and enjoyable. I created an online self-paced course regarding wedding planning, how to plan your wedding from beginning to end, and everything else you need to know. We talk about all the vendors, all the details, and I even bring in a panel of women, of past brides, to share advice that they wish they would have learned or heard while they were planning their weddings. So get started planning your dream wedding. Hey ladies, hope you're having a great day. So you've got a general overview now of what is going to happen in each section of time. Now, for starting details, there are some bits and pieces, some details that I want you to start getting like a 30,000 feet overview of what's going to all be entailed in the planning of your wedding. So starting details, obviously at this point, you need to for sure know if you are going with a wedding planner or if you are going to plan this whole thing yourself. So obviously, I believe in you. You can do it. I know that's why you're taking this class, because you want to be capable of planning a beautiful event. That's exactly how you dreamt of it to be. So I'm here to empower you in that. I will give you all the tips and advice that I possibly can. But if you are more comfortable getting a professional wedding planner, by all means go ahead. After all, it is a full-time career for some people. So hopefully you've decided if you're doing that at this point or not. And so we'll just continue on as if you are planning the event for yourself. So some events that you will be planning, I'm just going to list them off. That way you are aware of all the events that you'll have to plan and details you'll have to manage and arrange. And so not to scare you, but you may or may not have already had an engagement party, but you can also do that. Bridal shower, you hopefully won't have to plan it. That's normally something that your maid of honor and bridesmaids plan for you, but we talk about all of that later in the bridal shower section. Bachelorette party, normally you won't really plan. You might have to suggest ideas once again, but this is something that your bridesmaids and maid of honor normally put together for you. But I'm listing all of these because I want you to be aware that all of this will be on your calendar more so that you're aware of that. You'll have a ceremony rehearsal as well as a rehearsal dinner. Obviously the wedding ceremony and reception. You may have a day after brunch or an additional celebration after the honeymoon. And of course, the honeymoon you may or may not decide to do right after the wedding or push it towards later. Basically, I'm just giving you a list of all the events that we're going to be covering and talking about in this course. That way you know what to expect of what's coming. Because obviously you may be planning half a dozen events. So if you have never really been an event planner in the past, then you are just going to get to experience something totally new. But I am going to break down each of these events and all of the details that go into them. That way you feel prepared. It's better to have a lot of knowledge, then it doesn't get as stressful. For basic courtesy principles though, I want you to make sure that you don't invite someone to your engagement party or your bridal shower or the after the honeymoon celebration if you are not actually planning to invite them to the wedding itself. That is just courtesy. If they aren't, I hate to say these words, but if they aren't important enough for you to invite them to the wedding ceremony, then don't be inviting them to the outside events, because all these outside events stem around your wedding itself. That's just courtesy. I mean, no one wants to get invited to a bridal shower, but then they don't make the cut for the wedding. That would make them feel really, really bad and unimportant. So just make sure that you're aware of that, and I don't want you to have to learn the hard way through hurt feelings. So I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. Also, with these events, like I briefly mentioned, and we'll go into details later on in the course, but like I mentioned a few events already that aren't actually going to be planned by you, you'll still be affiliated with them, of course, because they're for you, like the bridal shower or the bachelorette party, even the rehearsal dinner. Normally the groom's side takes care of this, so as the bride, you're not planning a whole lot with the rehearsal dinner. But I do want to make sure that you make your preferences clear to whoever is planning these events, whoever's hosting these events. Like I said, you won't probably be planning those specific events like I just mentioned, but they are for you. So make sure if you have ideas of what you want, like for your bridal shower or for your bachelorette party, make sure you share those ideas with your bridesmaids or your maid of honor. That way they can create an event for you that you love and that's very intentional for you. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter what everyone else does. You can tailor it to make it exactly what you would want. And so even though you are not planning these events, you can still influence how the event will turn out. If you know for sure that you do not want a wild and crazy bachelorette party, then voice that to your friends. Now, hopefully they know you well enough to know that you don't want a wild and crazy bachelorette party, but make sure you tell your maid of honor and your bridesmaids maybe some alternative ideas. So, for me, I made sure I told my bridesmaids that I wanted worship to be incorporated into my bachelorette party. And then they threw in fun things like ice cream and cotton candy and limousine ride, like things that they knew I would love. And we'll talk about all of those details in the bachelorette party section. But my point with this for this video is to make sure that you start brainstorming ideas. That way you can pass them on to your bridesmaids, your maid of honor. That way these events end up turning out like how you would want them. You don't want all these events to be completely opposite of what you would like them to be. So make sure you also share preferences that you do not want with them as well. Make it very clear. Communication is key in this area. And of course, if you have certain ideas, make sure you tell them those as well. Just a little bit of an overview of vendors that you will be in contact with and vendors that you'll have to schedule or contract with is maybe a day of wedding coordinator if you're not going the wedding planner route. But if you're going the wedding planner route, obviously that's a vendor you'll need. You'll go through a caterer, a ceremony venue, which may be a church, it may be another establishment of some kind, a reception venue. You'll be working with an officiant, pastor, also a singer or a keyboardist for your wedding. You'll be working with a dress shop regarding your wedding dress, possibly regarding your bridesmaids' dresses, a dress alterations gal, possibly a tailor for the suits or tuxes for the groom and groomsmen and ushers and father of the groom, father of the bride. You'll be working with a photographer, possibly a videographer, a rental company, rehearsal dinner venue managers. Transportation will be on your plate to arrange. The hotel for a block of rooms, as well as a florist and a DJ and a baker, possibly bartenders or the liquor supplier for the reception. You'll be coordinating decorations for so many different venues for the ceremony, the reception. You'll also need to be aware that there will be several different costs that pop up for skincare or hair, makeup, teeth whitening, tanning. We'll talk about fitness and nutrition. We talk about gifts for your whole wedding party and your parents, and wedding rings, the guest list, wedding party, the wedding website, the honeymoon, and literally everything in between. I'm giving you an overview so you know that we are going to cover everything. I want you to rest assured that I think I covered everything in this course and I put many months into creating this course to include every piece of information that I needed to plan my wedding, and I'm passing it on to you. I wanted to give you a brief overview, that way you don't have to stress wondering if there are forgotten details. I want you to know that you can take this course slowly at your own pace, knowing that you will get to everything in your own timing. And feel free to review things if you need to review or to refresh, or once you get to the point where you are working with that certain venue or that vendor, please watch those sections over again. So this is meant to be a great reference and a great resource for you. That way you can get all your questions answered in one place. So I hope this overview gave you a little bit more peace, knowing what is going to be covered in this course, as well as just giving you baby steps into realizing just how great of a magnitude this event is, with details and arranging people and timelines. So I hope this helped. We are going to continue on with the course, and now that you are briefed, you know what to expect, you know what's coming. We've got a wealth of information to dive into, so stick with me and we will work our way into the next section.
Beyond that, y'all, we don't just do life and relationship videos. We have our bonus Fridays where we put up life and relationship videos. We feel led to do a Friday video. But also, if you go to jamesandjazz.com, click on that videos tab, it'll scroll you down to 3 different sections of videos that we film. We do spiritual videos on Monday, where we've done topical stuff. Right now, we're actually doing Bible study with all the book of James. Now we're in the book of John. Then we'll go into another book, and so on and so forth as we feel led. So I think you'll really enjoy some of the spiritual videos that we have, and it'll help you to grow spiritually. We want to help you to grow mentally, spiritually, and physically.
And relationally.
Which leads me to the second topic, is physically fit videos. And we're trying to help you to get in shape, to work out. If you're planning for a wedding, you still got to get those workouts in. That'll help you to have more energy and just feel better about yourself. So whatever you're doing in life, it's so important to do your body a favor and work out. And I know that a lot of people don't have a lot of time. Maybe you don't want to drive to the gym. Well, we've done a lot of stuff right here at the house, in our studio here. We've done workouts with dumbbells, workouts with resistance bands, cardio in place. We've done a little bit of kettlebell stuff. So we're showing you how you can work out at home with the equipment that you have. They are full-length workouts, you work out with us, and then there's also instructional videos where we show you the exercises quickly. You can take notes and do it on your own time. But I think that these videos will bless you. And then on our final section, our final tab when you click on videos is that life and relationships. As I said already, that is our bonus Friday videos where we talk about what's going on in our life, which the wedding was going on in our lives, and that also relates to relationship stuff. So life and relationships is a great tab as well. We have our how we met video in that section, and a lot of other different stuff. We have our wedding, we have our proposal, bachelorette party, all that different stuff. So you guys can learn a little bit about us and what we've done in life. And beyond that, when you're on our homepage, just if you scroll to the top of the bottom, you're going to see our social media links. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, be sure to follow and like, and YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. And when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you're going to see our subscribe to our email list. Encourage you to do that so you can see when new courses come out, because I think she's thinking about working on new courses.
Yes.
And you can also, on the bottom of that homepage, you can book us to come and speak at speaking engagement. We look at chapels at Christian schools, and maybe you want us to come and put on a workout somewhere, or speak at a Christian retreat, whatever it may be.
Or a conference.
Yeah, we would love to do that. So just send us the details in the book us section. And anything I'm missing, my love?
Yeah, if you would like to partner with us, we would appreciate all of your prayer for our ministry. And then you can also partner with us financially if you feel led. No obligation, but on our website, jamesandjazz.com, there's a tab up at the top that says donate, and it instructs you on how you can donate via PayPal, Patreon, or Venmo. So thank you. Every little bit helps. And yeah, we love you guys, and we hope that this video encourages you to plan the wedding of your dreams stress-free to your dream man, and it's gonna be great. Enjoy.
All right,
Love you
take
guys.
her easy, y'all.